Hello, hello. Welcome to the Beauty Mastermind channel. I'm Sonia Rodriguez. First and foremost, thank you so much for checking in. I'm so excited to be sharing with you and connecting with you, and hopefully something that you hear in this video will resonate and will, help you move forward in, the path and the career that you're looking to build. So, what I wanted to talk about today is how to differentiate yourself, how to really stand out from the crowd. So often as a coach, I'm hearing, I'm a makeup artist, and in my area there are so many of us. The same thing with hairstylists or really any beauty professional. The truth of the matter is that pretty much any area is saturated. So what can you do? What do you do to stand out? How do you really do something where you can be noticed for your own gifts and abilities? And here's the thing that I've discovered: it's the simplest thing to do, and yet the hardest at the same time. I think it's a little challenging because we live in a world right now where social media is such a huge part of our industry, and social media is amazing. It's great to see what other people are doing, it's great to see what's possible, and it's a great place for inspiration. I also think that sometimes it can be a little tough if it is a platform for you to compare yourself with what others are doing. So the magic is in, being open to really seeing what's possible and extracting that. And I think the pitfall of social media is, oh God, that person's doing that and I'm not doing that. So, I'm not as valuable in some way, or what I do or what I provide is not as valuable. And the truth of the matter is that that's not the case at all. Um, what I know to be true and what I help my clients really work on is, just showing up as yourself. Because here's the thing: if you try to be anyone else, you will never be good at being that person. Like, you're never going to beat them at their own game. Like, that's who they are, and that's who they're supposed to be. So really the only thing you can do, and the only way to really stand out, is to really be yourself, because no one else can be you. So I know so much of this sounds like, kind of like a pep talk of like, you can do it, and you can. I mean, it really is that. But here's the thing: we were spending so much time trying to live someone else's career or someone else's life, or our perception of that, that it's our own pathway is getting a little blocked. So this is what I mean. When I first started doing makeup, I never dreamed that I would be coaching other artists. I never dreamed that I would get to the level of, being key makeup artist on several shows. I just never imagined that I can do all the things that they were even beyond what I could imagine for myself, really. And it's taken me 17 years to, well, I guess 15 and a half years to get to the point where I began sharing my gifts with others in this field and just started helping and mentoring them. And a big reason for that, like, I'd had this passion to teach for years and years and years, and I couldn't find anybody who would let me teach for them. Like, I wanted to teach for a cosmetic company, or and it just was never the right time, or for whatever reason it just wasn't working out. And I felt that I needed that to validate that I was a good teacher, and that I could really help people, and that I had something to say. So what really shifted for me was working with my coach, and he let me see that I don't really need someone else to open that pathway for me. Like, if I want to teach, I could just teach now, and that's what I did. And it just opened up my world in a way that I never imagined. I was very fortunate to have, someone who can really speak that into my life, and it's one of the reasons why I'm sharing this video today. Like, whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. And don't worry so much about the result, or don't worry so much if it's taking too long. Don't worry so much about, am I getting it right? Because the thing is, the more you try, the more you try things, the more you just open yourself up to the experience. So what I mean by that is, being active in the community. So, if you're a makeup artist, going to trade shows and different events and education and really being immersed. Same thing with hairstylists, same thing with photographers, nail technicians. Like, be a part of the community and um, stay plugged in with it. And I'll tell you that inspiration really comes from it, and you will find a way to take what you're learning or being exposed to, and it will integrate into who you are, and the inspiration will come. So if you're someone who's looking to break into television, or if you're looking to open your own salon, it's not impossible, but you have to find the way that works for you, and it may not be exactly how someone else has modeled it. So it's great to look at what they're doing just to get a point of reference, but if you try and follow it exactly how they've done it, it kind of closes you off to your own intuition, because you're getting cues internally of which way to go, right? So you'll be presented situations, and then you have, do I do this or do I not? And a lot of times when you feel that fear, that little tugging of like, oh, that sounds great, but like I'm scared, I don't know if I can do it, usually that's the way that you should be going. And if you can kind of get past that hump, and say yes to the thing, a new path is open. That being said, if at that moment maybe the fear is a little too big and you don't say yes, like you don't accept the invitation, it doesn't mean that it's gone forever. You will consistently get new invitations for opportunities of what you want. And when it's the right time for you to say yes, you will. But for right now, if you can just be present, and if right now it's about, immersing in the community, if right now it's about working at the counter, if right now it's about assisting someone else, like fully embracing that really leads to so many wonderful possibilities. But you have to be open to the fact that it doesn't happen exactly how and exactly when you want it to. And that's the toughest part, because, we want what we want when we want it, and we want it now. It's going to come anyway. The best recommendation I can give you is to just really stay present and enjoy what you're doing, and then also lighten up a little bit with it. Like, if you're doing the work, that's all you can do. And I will tell you that as you do that, people do start to see your gifts. Like you'll start to attract the kinds of clients you want to work with. You'll start to attract the mentors that you want. You'll start to attract the information that you want. It just happens that way. And because it's really just you being your authentic self. And when you do that, that is how you stand out. That is how you differentiate yourself from the crowd, from anyone else in the same space, because no one can offer what you offer. That's it. That's it. It's just there. So I know this is kind of theoretical, but I really just wanted to share this because, if you can start thinking in this way, that you're doing absolutely nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Your job is to just be present and accept the invitations when they come. And I promise you that the answers that you're looking for, the direction that you're looking for to help you, take the next step in your career, they're going to be there. They're just going to naturally present themselves. So, lighten up with it a little bit, have some fun with it, and know that you're on your way. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this has helped. If you have any thoughts about this, any questions, any comments, I really invite you to, comment on the video and let me know what your thoughts are. I'm happy to share. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.